So welcome to the next episode. Last time we left off, Naomi got fucking killed.
I was bodied.
Yeah,
Oh god.
Naomi got if Naomi's head was a soccer ball, that samurai was messy. Messy.
Messy.
I want to say, have you thought about what you're gonna sacrifice to come back?
Fuck no.
Oh my god! Look at this dunce, this absolute moron. Look at
We're
this.
gonna be here for 30 fucking minutes, big dog.
Shut the fuck up. Anyways, Naomi, sitting in front of you, obviously, is Dresden. Your head was.
Wiki?
It has only been 2, 3, no, less than that weeks, and you were the second of the group to come back here.
Yeah.
fucking Himiko dialogue, what the fuck?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think you already know what is going to happen and what I'm going to ask.
I have to, get rid of something.
Yes, you have to sacrifice something of your own. As a reminder, it could be an affiliation and association with people. It could be a limb, like your dear friend Oresha, or it could be a memory. Anything of that sort. Even, and he gives a look to the sheath. You could even forfeit your sword if you wished. But I don't foresee you doing that ever.
Yeah, no, I'll keep that.
No thanks, mister.
No thanks. You're too slow.
You're too slow.
I don't think they'll accept gotta go fast as a medical condition.
They will. You wouldn't get it.
This wall tastes like dirt.
Of course, you have as long as you want to think on this. Lest I suggest anything, though, I would like to hear you speak before I begin suggesting anything, of course.
Uh, I don't really know.
You don't know. Well then, you could always search your memories, and before you appears the book of your memories. It does also hold a list of associations you have with people.
Damn.
Or you could sacrifice a limb in exchange for something like Oresha or Heinrich.
How many tails do I have?
You have like 1 or 2. You have like 1 tail. You're definitely powerful, but you're not super powerful. You're young as well for a Kitsune.
I'm a youngin. Take my lungs.
Take my fucking lungs.
Take my fucking lungs, please. Fuck. I'll be right back.
Bro.
Yes, sir.
Dude's eating a burger with no honey mustard, for real. Dinner. Recording. Pause.
Can't believe that recording's been reinstated.
Let that sink in.
Sorry, chat. Hit the pause of recording to have vicious e-sex.
Yeah. Me and Duck just, you know what it is. Dun. But of course, as I said before, you have your book you can look through. You can give up limbs and stuff. Oh, so you only have one tail currently. Only have one tail, smiley face.
I have one tail, smiley face. Take my frontal cortex.
Yeah, bro. Can you just take my ribs?
Take my cerebral stem.
Yeah, that's like if FNAF were real.
Nom, 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 nom.
That's so true. That's so true. Mm.
Nom, 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 nom. Right, cool. Um, I'm gonna open the book. I'm gonna go through my associations list. See which one of those fuckers I hate
Rotisserie
anymore.
chicken and white rice and bread, and also there's lima beans. You are considered a national of the Eastern Isles. You are associated with the party.
Uh-huh.
You are associated as a survivor of that ship that blew up, of Gilly's Gala. Um, you're considered a member of your family, of course. That is in an association.
Mhm. It's like, yeah, take the fact that I'm Japanese.
When is your associated nationality? Clearly Japanese looking person walks into Japan. Whoa, a fucking foreigner.
Who the fuck?
I mean, do you want to get rid of basically your nationality?
No. No, I don't.
See.
What would I get if I gave you my tail?
Your tail would be replaced with a more undead-esque appendage to it, though you could just get rid of your tail entirely.
Um, yeah, I would just get like a weird like goop thingy.
Sort of, you'd be able to put things in it or mold it to be better at certain things, like being able to climb a bit better, using it to climb. There's one kitsune I know who came across my office and learned to fly with their tails, though they might have flown into the sun. Might have.
You're so funny. Love your Greek mythology references out here.
This is a Sonic and a Greek mythology reference for one of these.
Sonic!
Yeah, like Sonic Underground.
Sonic! We're gonna get copyright strike.
Copyright, yeah, they can copyright strike my biology. If Sega copyright strikes you one too many times, Sonic comes and kills you.
Yeah. Cool. What happens if I get rid of my claws?
Well, you could just get rid of them, or you could replace them with something a little sturdier, though you'd have to sharpen them over time. And your scratches and that sort of thing would be a lot more vicious than before.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I mean, I didn't get much use out of them anyway.
Alright
Yeah,
then.
take my claws. Take them. Give me stronger ones.
He walks over and grabs your hands gently. And effectively just pops your claws out as if they are just like an insert. And in place of them, as if he's pulling off just like a cover or an insert, is more goopier looking claws that are almost dripping onto the ground. Like they're dripping liquid. And you notice that your hands obviously feel a bit lighter now, but they also feel more agile. If you didn't, you will eventually get advantage with like climbing up walls, acrobatics, that sort of stuff using your claws. But for now, though, they're still just kind of weird and goopy.
Also, do I get the? Does my head go back on?
Oh yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
If you've ever, well, your dead body will just simply be repaired.
Okay.
Is that all you wish to change about yourself, or sacrifice?
Uh, yeah, I guess.
Well then, you will be back with your friends momentarily, and I suggest not going after certain things, though you had no knowledge of knowing.
Hmm. Yeah.
Well, go back to your friends, and I will see you at a later date and time, if you perish again. Remember that there's always an option to not come back.
Mhm.
For now, though, have fun with your friends, and take your life a little more seriously. And snap, you are back.
Greek version of it,
Yeah, I don't.
like Deus Ex Machina.
Well, all right.
Oh,
Was the big hoopla?
Was a big hoopla, we're done. In real time, that took, I think, like 20-ish minutes. In recording time, it's only 13 minutes, so...
all right. Well,
Who is holding Naomi's head? Like, who has Naomi's head currently?
I think we were looking for that last time.
Oresha's
be
holding
honest.
Naomi, right?
No,
Yeah, I think it
Heinrich
was.
was holding the body.
Oh. Go on, Nautilus. You were saying something?
I thought it was Oresha who had the head, but maybe she doesn't.
Yeah, no, Oresha had the head. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, he was fast to catch that. Thank God, Bane. Oh, oh, someone's gone. They're gone again. Oh, hey, welcome back.
Huh?
I'm
I
back.
think Garrett left and rejoined.
Yeah.
It was weird. Whenever he drags me to a call, you can't hear me until I do that, so it's kind of funny.
Yep. Yeah, so Oresha has her head.
Much not.
Heinrich,
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Heinrich, hi.
I
Hi,
need
Heinrich.
you to make a strength saving throw.
Alright, hold on 2
Huh?
seconds. Let me open up his sheet.
What happened? I went away for like 2
Naomi, things are happening with
seconds.
Things are happening.
I hope things are happening. I'm
I
just
don't
gonna be
think things are
beheaded.
Naomi. I
happening.
hardly know her.
I'm just gonna be beheaded for the rest of the fucking campaign.
And
Who are? What is things?
And stuff.
Riley,
Me. I'm stuff.
Yeah.
Riley.
What?
10, 10, 10. I got a 10.
Sorry, I'm late. I was
Oresha.
doing
And
stuff. I'm stuff.
Stuff.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
God.
Oh my god, babe. No.
I skin infant babies.
I love that version. I love the part is like,
math. Math.
what the fuck is this guy talking about? That's crazy.
I gotta secure the meth, guys.
Yeah, Heinrich, you're knocked on your ass, Oresha, as Naomi's head begins to like float away from you very quickly, and the impact of it going
Oh.
back onto Naomi's neck like knocks Heinrich over.
Oh!
Heinrich, you can
Oh.
hear the disgusting sounds of like the bones reconnecting and the flesh resealing together.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Oh my
It's fuck-
goodness.
Deal with it. Oh my goodness.
Oh my! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh my goodness. I can't
I
take it
can't take
anymore.
it
I'm not
anymore.
gonna finish that statement. I'm not gonna finish that statement. I'm not
That
gonna
burger
finish
with
that
no honey
statement.
mustard. That burger with no honey mustard.
Rip.
Jeremy hasn't taken his pills. Naomi, you blink back to life.
Oh damn.
As the first
Yeah.
person you see
Welcome
is
back.
Heinrich, who is
On the
a bit
ground.
flabbergasted. I'd imagine.
Did we get him?
I
What do you
think
mean, did we
flabbergasted
get
is
him?
I think flabbergasted is an understatement. Oh,
Ugh.
oh.
They
I guess you're back.
no, you were
fast.
beheaded.
You're faster. You're back faster than usual.
I'm
Oh.
sorry I took so long to revive myself.
Let me guess. The waiting room was full.
No, I was good. I was in there. I was in and out.
I was asking Oresha, but glad to see you're fine.
No. I just decided to have some idle chatter.
That
I
took
will
about
never
a
get used to
day.
you guys being able just to
Who's
hop
asking
right
for
back
help?
up
So,
from the
what
dead.
did you trade?
Ooh, goop claws.
The claws on
You have-
Naomi's hand are goopy.
You have weird hands now.
Yeah, they're sharper and I can climb better and stuff.
Heinrich, look! You have a friend now!
Well, I'm trying to
I will
use
never
my.
get
Goop
used.
twinsies!
I'm
I'll
trying to
never
use my
get
arm
used to
for
the fact you
defense,
guys can
not
just take a
offense.
body part and then just get given new life. I don't. How does that
Pretty
equate to
much.
each other?
We give up a part of ourselves to, give us new life.
I mean, gods can do anything. They could give a booger a life.
I believe he said he was a mediator of the will, not a god. I believe there is a difference. I don't know what the
He
difference
had the
is, though.
audacity. He had the audacity to suggest I give up my sword.
Wow.
To be honest, your sword does look in a rather shabby. Not necessarily shabby, but worse than it probably should be.
Okay.
I mean, shabby is a light term to put it. It looks.
Okay, and it's one of the greatest weapons of my homeland.
I don't doubt that it is, but it currently looks like it could be very much looking better than it is right now.
Maybe a tune-up. Maybe a bit of the
A very,
grindstone.
very good tune-up, yes.
Put the edge to the grindstone, maybe.
Anyway, I think we should go a direction that isn't towards the Oni Warlord this
It
time.
was an Oni warlord?
You got your
Yes.
head cut off in an instant.
I don't think you even saw him before your head was off.
Go
Well, you
trolling.
never know. could have got snuck up on. You know.
The thing was bigger than me, and I'm usually taller than most people, except for giants. For some reason, they're bigger than me. And
What do you mean?
Goliaths.
Oh, the
Well, actually,
giants have always been bigger than you.
Well, no, I meant Goliaths.
Oh, Goliaths. Yes,
Sorry, they
that's
have similar names. They
yeah.
sometimes.
I would assume they'd be either like at least your size or a bit taller.
I mean, for human size, I'm freakishly
You're a
tall.
freak. You're a freak of nature.
Nah,
Don't worry
That's a
about it.
good
I
thing
am
because
too.
you're big and strong
if you
and
weren't my friend,
intimidating.
I would have killed you.
Don't worry about it, Heinrich. I am too.
We're all
Oh.
freaks of nature.
Local freak is angry that he is a freak.
Local freak is
Old
angry that he's
man
a
yells
freak.
at sky.
Local old man yells at the sky. Old man yells at an egg. Oh wait, no, he meows
Getting
at an
hit
egg.
by
He meows at an
football.
egg. Meow. Why does he do that?
I don't know.
Why did he meow at the egg?
Oresha meows at an egg. Other news at 10.
All right, should we go
The
east or
fuck?
west? West was towards the mountains where Onis lie, and I don't think we should go towards the Onis. So, east.
I thought Onis were in the eastern part of the Isles.
No, they're in mountains and stuff, and there are mountains to the west.
There's mountains where I live. I've never heard of Onis.
They usually lurk on mountains. I don't know where they would be. I think because this is closer to the eastern isles, I would assume. Onis are more common here because they're more of an eastern type of demon, if I remember correctly.
Well, I mean, where I'm from, usually on mountains, we have frost trolls.
Not the same.
No, I am not saying they're the same. I'm just saying our mountain creature is a frost troll.
Yeah, on our continent, it would usually be frost trolls and stuff like that. Yes, I agree. However, on this continent, being closer to the Eastern Isles, I would assume it would be Onis,
Yeah.
which are debatably worse.
100%.
Also, did y'all find it weird that someone from I don't know what the continent is in this setting, so I'm just gonna say like the real life version of it.
Wait, are you talking about your homeland or this continent?
No. Okay, remember the weird Japanese people, and then there was the weird guy from the Middle East there with them.
Oh, yeah.
Do you find it weird that there was someone from the
Sorry.
Middle East
I'm
with
back. I had to grab some food.
that
Welcome back.
woman?
I
mean,
yeah,
I'm
What
not
a miss.
I
trying
kind
to
of agree. It is a bit strange.
Very strange. We don't really like foreigners.
What's
I mean,
what's
I'm
going
not
on?
trying to say it in
That's a surprise because you're kind of a foreigner.
I mean, I don't mean it in a sense of hate. I just find it kind of weird that they're here.
I mean, no, I mean like the country itself. Like we're very hard on foreigners. I don't know why.
Oh.
Probably because you don't want to have outside war conflicts. Maybe I've heard of
Who's all for going to the east then, towards the east, to find
maybe.
weird bow warlock person thing?
What?
It's a warlock that worships some god that has a bow and he has the arrow or something.
Or it did. Remember you told us that he like some sort of like warlockish power.
Yeah,
Or
so that wouldn't
something.
mean he worships a god. It means he made a deal with some higher being.
Well, yeah, made a deal. Some retrospects it could be similar.
I talk to spirits.
Yes, so do the people at church. Now, come on.
Yippee! To the east we go then.
I talk to
Also, did we ever
spirits.
get that cart?
No,
No.
Ah,
they weren't open.
well, cart time.
Maybe they might be open now. I don't know.
Oresha's gonna start walking toward to like the stables or whatever place would probably have like a cart that's like for sale or like for
For
rent
rent.
or something.
Oh yeah, the cart for what's his name?
For
Yeah.
the alchemist.
I was gonna say for
I'm
Pearl.
good.
The stable is properly open now, as most of the employees are just going about the day, getting other carts repaired, making sure the horses aren't being silly, you know.
Silly little fellows.
Silly fellas.
Actually,
Oresha
not
is going
little.
to approach. Excuse
Horses are-
me.
Evening. Or afternoon, sorry.
Do you have any carts for rent or to perhaps purchase?
Well, yeah, both. You're looking for something big, looking for something small. What are you looking for, miss?
Something about quite small actually.
Maybe like a little bigger than small. Maybe like a mediocre
I
size.
see
An
that Heinrich likes to keep his ammonia next to his bleach in the cabinet.
Heinrich is walking mustard gas.
He's walking mustard gas.
His body odor melts people around him. He has not showered in 3 to 8
How would a
days.
mediocre sized cart
Mediocre?
be?
She means medium sized. Medium sized cart.
About 20 gold.
20
that
gold.
Rent
And
or
how much
buy?
for the horses to draw said cart?
Additional 5 gold.
Is that to buy
Oh.
them or rent per day?
The horses is for rent. We don't sell the horses. But the cart is for
So-
buying.
5 gold per
All
day?
right. 5 gold per day or just
As long as you return them in fine working order, then there shouldn't be a problem.
okay.
So-
That makes sense.
Security deposit or whatever they call it. Alright
A
then.
down payment of safety.
Yes, security deposit.
Thank you, D&D Beyond, for your Christmas themed snow.
I hate D&D Beyond.
How much money do I have? Let's see.
You had a lot.
Yeah, I know I do. I'm just trying to see how much. Oh yeah, I have plenty. 25 gold is essentially the full total.
Yeah, it's the total.
Oresha is gonna like reach into like one of her side pouches, gonna pull out like 25 gold, place it on the counter along with 4 extra silver.
Alright. He takes the gold and hands over what is basically proof of ownership of the cart and just hands you a little ink and quill to write your name on it.
Bill of sale, baby.
Oresha takes it, revealing two of her her 2 arms on the right side of her body, and then like looks at her other arm and like quickly pulls it back into her cloak before signing her name on the document
The guy
after
gives
reading
you
it, of
like a
course.
confused look at this and like rubs his eyes for a moment, but like by the time he's finished, you've already put the hands away, and he just kind of gives like a maybe I'm crazy kind of look.
Oresha looks at him and is like, "Did you see something?"
Thought I did. I think think it's just the morning tiredness,
The heebie-jeebies.
the creepy weepies.
Yeah, yes, the creepy weepies.
Fucking what now?
You don't know the creepy weepies?
It just continue writing your name.
Yeah, Oresha like signs her name very quickly, and her handwriting's like decently good, surprisingly enough.
He just takes the quill and feather back. Well, card's yours. Normally we
And,
offer insurance on carts, but some of the bandit attacks recently have proved that it's
made it
not enough.
hard to keep said insurance efficient or something of the sort.
Yeah, so they seem to be going down. Bounty for one of the local bandit leaders taken down. So I think someone did something, and I don't know. Some of the locals, some of the trade merchants talk about seeing some silver blood on some dead bandits. Also, some
We
odd
killed
looking
him.
wizards.
Didn't we kill the one with silver blood?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we killed him.
I think they're just making something up, selling a story. But it's not
Hmm.
exactly an interesting thing.
Well, the head. Go to the person who asked for the bounty. He has the head.
Maybe later.
Probably posted up on a board somewhere.
Anyway,
Some fucking silver blood, maybe.
which horses will we be like renting?
I think they'll bring them out.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
He does usher you to the stables, and he pulls 2 horses aside. This one's Broad, and this one's Taxi. Or
Broad
was
and
it
Taxi.
Saxy? I forget.
I
Oh,
like
very
Saxy. Saxy sounds nice.
Riley,
Yeah.
do you want me to kill you?
Do you want me to kill you? I could do it. Want to see me do it again?
Naomi's head is cut off. You know,
Want-
you should
want me to do
name
it again?
you
I'll
know
do it again.
anything else.
I don't think there's anything wrong in the situation. I think you're just paranoid, Garrett.
Hey, how do you spell broad?
BROAD.
B-R-apostrophe-A-D.
So it's
Oh
Brad.
no! Oh, I hate that.
They don't know. They don't know. Chat room.
What
They are
race is
literally
this stable? Is the stable master?
It is just a little goblin guy.
That makes
Wait.
more sense.
Wait. None of y'all know where those names are from?
No.
I don't think so now. Not off the top of my head.
No.
Okay.
TOWI is an incredibly powerful D&D podcast featuring YouTubers Slimesicle, Grizzly Plays, Bisley, and Conda Fiction.
Oh, dude, shut up.
Yeah, fucking in JRWI, fucking Slumsicle plays broad, and
Oh.
Yeah.
Taxi is a tabaxi, and then broad is a half elf.
I need to listen to that podcast.
I'll have to link you the unlisted playlist because he's referencing their first campaign that didn't get finished, and the only way to find it is through an
Oh.
unlisted playlist. They are running now. Okay, I'm not trying to put an advertisement here because they're not paying me. I don't care. They're doing a pirate themed one right now. I think has like 80 episodes currently.
Ooh.
They also have some ones that you can't listen to normally because JWY is a Patreon podcast as well. So they have some series that you can't listen to without being on the Patreon. I think they did a Call of Cthulhu one recently. That was like a swamp thing. I forget what it was.
We'll say the first campaign's really good. It's got 2 acts for it.
Yeah.
It's really good.
The second
Cool.
Riptide Pirates is also really good, honestly. I missed 2 episodes a year or so ago, and I haven't caught back up. So,
Lol.
I've given up.
Anyway. Cart.
Of course.
Oh, now we have horses in a cart. How convenient.
We have 2 horses in a cart.
Good stuff.
2 temporary horses in a cart. Forever.
We're done with helping what's his name move out of here. We keep the cart.
Yes.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Who's driving?
I'm pretty experienced with driving, so I will.
You sure? I can take
Yeah.
up the reins if you like.
We could do a coin toss.
Because I'll let you know now, I suck at driving.
All right then.
Heads
I'll
me,
everywhere.
tails
I'll just take out a
you.
copper and flip it.
Heads me, tails you.
All right, let me get a coin flipper here. Or just DM, do you want a coin flip?
I can coin flip. Yeah, let me go open coin.
All
flip here.
right. Heinrich
No, you
has
can't
heads,
just go
I
to
have tails.
Google.
That's what I'm
You
doing.
can just go to Google.
I have Opera GX open.
Okay. I'm not doubting your
yes, the game, the game
I'm
browser for gamers.
gamer web browser.
I have Opera GX on my phone, dude.
Wait, what? You can put it on your
Yeah,
phone?
it's on your phone
I didn't
now.
know you could put it on your phone.
Hey, Opera GX. I know we're not really well known as a podcast or anything yet. But I could use a little
sponsorship.
money.
No.
Tails, by the way.
Opera GX, we're gamers and we love your browser. Sponsor us.
Karrius
Give
is
us
driving,
money.
I think, because because
Did it land on tails?
Yeah,
Yes.
Tails.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Alright. Yeah, he's driving.
Karrius is driving.
Alright.
Oresha is going to be in the back of the cart.
All right. I'll be driving. So, where are we off to?
The
We
one
shall
by
go
its
back
house.
to what's his face's cabin place. The
Oh
alchemist.
yes, the alchemist. We're gonna go get him moved. All right then.
I think his name was Pearl.
Was it Pearl or was it like John?
John Pearl.
We'll learn when we get there. I'll
John
I'll
Perler
crack the
or
reins to
something.
get the horses going and guide them all along to
Was
where
it
the
Perla or
alchemist's house is.
Paula?
I don't know.
DM. Dungeon Master.
We're heading back to good old John, the alchemist.
Whenever you get back, he seems to be tending to a little guardian, like a little, almost like guardian. He was tending to his Zavala plant. He's
Savannah plant.
so loud. He's tending to a little garden he has out back. He seems to grow a bunch of his potion ingredients that he can.
Alchemist, we have a card.
Yes, cart. Moving things, yes.
I bought an entire cart.
Did you pack the things like you were supposed to?
I packed all of them, don't worry. I'm a very orderly man, or I try my best to be.
All right, load them up then. We have a town to drive to.
Oresha is going to help load the objects onto the cart.
Heinrich is going to, with gusto, as one would say. Because he is.
I just realized something very depressing. I can't give anyone else a quadruple high five.
Well,
This
I mean,
was
you
the
could get 4
downside
people.
Dresden did not tell you of.
You could get 4 people. I
Fair
mean,
point.
what's
She can hold
what's
3
better than
cats at
high-fiving?
once.
Pet 2 cats, actually.
She could hold 3 times the amount of worms in her palms as the average person.
You mean 2 times, because you can hold worms in both hands.
No.
It is physically impossible to hold worms in both hands.
Hold them on your head
It
as
is
well,
impossible to
idiot.
hold worms in both hands.
What
They'll
about my
never,
mouth?
They'll never
What about
be
my mouth?
suspected. Well, yeah, you can as long as you don't chew on them.
I don't have teeth.
You could eat You could eat twice as many fingernails.
What?
Oh
no,
dude.
Ah!
I chew on my fingernails, but I don't eat them. I spit them out.
This bro got his thumb in his mouth like it's gum, bro. What the fuck?
This MF, this MF, like once every 2 weeks, look at his fingernails and like scrumptious and bites down.
We get everything on the cart?
I think that's everything. Hey, John, man, is that everything?
Seems to be, yeah.
Not leaving any plans.
How much of
or
the cart is
elements.
filled?
Most of it. As believe it or not, a lot of extra shit is on there, including his alchemy supplies, which takes up a lot of space. Like, it doesn't seem like a lot when you look at his house, where it's, like, very hollow in the middle. Like, there's
Compact.
nothing there, but when you're just looking at a cart.
So
It's
so
very
this so this
compact.
medium-sized cart is decently filled up.
Yeah.
We're not leaving.
Well, it's a good
anything
thing I
under
bought
the
a medium.
floorboards. We're not leaving anything under the floorboards or whatever.
The floorboards. The stone floor in question.
He lives
The
in
stone.
stone slab.
The stone hut in question. He's just saying that just to make sure he knows he got everything. He doesn't
Could be
really mean it.
could be everything. Anything I forget is probably of little importance. Probably. Or highly dangerous.
Next
Oh
thing we
goodness
know,
gracious!
you're gonna be scrambling around in the back asking where your beaker is.
I accounted for all my beakers, don't worry.
You're gonna ask where your lamb sauce is, and I'm going to laugh.
I don't like lamb, I only eat goat.
Oh,
Lamb's
makes
delicious. You
sense.
never had a shepherd pie?
Ooh, shepherd pie.
Yeah, my wife used to cook good ones.
My wife.
I need to meet your wife. She sounds amazing.
She's
Dead.
no, she's not dead. She's quite fine back home.
We'll see about that, big guy.
We'll see about that.
If she's dead, I'll kill the man or thing that killed her in the most brutal way possible, and
Oh,
then revive it just to do it again.
Like you
Oh,
see you
damn.
cry.
Naomi,
That's not in
I
character,
will
you
slap
dumbass.
your freshly put on head back off again.
I didn't say anything in character. Why are you getting so
okay.
mad at me for?
I
That's
thought you were saying
out.
that in character. I thought you were saying that in character.
Yeah, Naomi definitely in character just threatened to kill your wife. Like what? Fucking
Midwife,
Yeah.
anyways, get a new one.
Bruh.
I mean,
She's not gonna let her little midwife get a new one.
Anyway, shall we get going?
right, wife.
Yes,
like,
we shall.
Yeah.
Off
And
we go, Karrius.
Wait, hey, hold on.
sounds
Are
like
we
a
all
plan.
gonna fit on that thing? Now
Someone might have to
Now to
sleep
sit
on
up
the
here with
roof.
Karrius. Oresha's gonna sit like right next to Karrius.
Oh, I guess I'm in the
Alright
fucking
then.
back. Like I was.
Oh, I can walk.
I mean, there's still room up here.
Naomi, you can sit on my shoulders.
What?
That would
I-
be a pretty tough ride.
You would be able to get all of the good sights.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining a carriage on carriage collision and Naomi goes fucking flying.
She was not wearing her mandated carriage belt.
Carriage belt.
The Oresha belt was not enough to stop the carriage going 2 miles an hour.
Going approximately 5 miles per hour at best.
So I know me and Oresha are like on the front, and probably the middle is packed with also the alchemist in there. Is there anywhere else to sit on it?
You could sit in Heinrich's lap.
Small child.
Boy, sit on my lap. I don't wanna.
Heinrich is now Santa.
Santa,
I
if he
mean-
was good, smiley face.
Santa if he was massive.
I mean, Santa is massive.
Cool.
Santa is like 10 foot tall, huge, I don't know what you mean. Hulking.
In
Oh,
D&D
you getting
Bro,
all
now I'm
no.
just imagining barbarian Santa.
Nah,
That'd be
D&D
sick.
in D&D standards, Santa is the Goliath.
Pog.
Santa Claus, Saint Nicholas, is a Goliath. Also, do not confuse Saint Nicholas with Santa Claus. They are two separate people.
So you getting
It's
all
the schizophrenic meme like Germa is not real. It's a plant made by the government. That whole
Now, me,
thing.
you getting on or not?
Fine.
I mean, it's a long walk.
I've walked farther.
Well,
Naomi has walked through the shadow of the Valley of Jeff.
She walked through the shadow in the Valley of Jeff.
All right. So with now everyone on, I'll crack
Oh,
the
so-
reins and get everything moving. DM does the
The things are
Off we
moving, yes.
go on an adventure.
Yeah, I'll start driving the cart.
One moment, I have to roll.
Dang it! I hate when he rolls. No, I'm just kidding.
How
I'm
do
pretty
we
sure it's just
feel
random
one?
encounter.
How do we feel 1 to 50 or 51 to 100, boys?
Why the fuck?
Now we're doing 50-50s. I hate that. That is
Hmm,
something I don't like.
I feel like 51 to 100.
Okay.
I want
Did we
101
ever
to
do that?
150.
Did we ever do that moose thing?
No,
Or
We're gonna
you
do
you
that when
guys
we
still
get
got a
back.
couple of days. Don't worry.
oh, okay. So we have about the time we need to get this alchemist out of here and then come back.
So as you guys are going down this well-traveled path, of course, who's all in the front? I know it's Heinrich and Karrius, isn't it?
No, Heinrich's in the back.
Oh,
It's Oresha and Karrius.
Oresha and Karrius. You guys spot there is what appears to be some odd sort of wizard almost in the middle of the road. They are impaled on a set of spears.
Oh,
That's nice. That's
Whoa,
very...
hold on. Yeah,
how
just to
welcoming!
stop. Huh. That's not fun.
The wizard is oddly dressed, but the most notable thing is that there is brand marks of crystals, like on their crystal blue robes, and they even have a bit of a crystal necklace that has been stuck like into their chest. Their head is gone though.
There.
Ugh.
Well sight.
That's
Also, can Oresha disguise herself as like a normal human woman, just like a peasant
No.
woman?
You have a disguise kit, don't you?
No, I just mean like with like her transformation ability.
Oh yeah.
As
She
a
can.
succubus.
She can.
Okay, Pog. Oresha's probably gonna be doing that and is gonna like
Wait,
get down off the
do I
cart.
see that happen?
Oresha transform.
Yeah, you see it happen as like she's like whenever she got up next to you.
I didn't know you could do that.
I can also change my gender completely.
Huh.
That's a fucking dude.
Well, you learned something new, I presume.
But I was born female, so that is my preferred gender.
Nice.
Anyway, I'm going to go investigate. Oresha is going to like get off the cart and is going to somewhat keep a hold of her rapier that's underneath her cloak and is going to approach the bodies. The body.
Make me an investigation check on the bodies.
Riley, you can't just send me that, bro. You can't just. I hate you so much.
Absolutely
bro.
can.
I hate you so much.
The
Investigation check,
yeah,
right?
that actual joke did not include Oresha
No.
originally. I just thought about it at work.
And like seeing her like walk up to it, I think I'll like have like an eldritch blast in my hand at the ready just in case.
That is a 14. Not terrible, but not great either.
Yeah, you got your class ready. The bodies are skewered. There are multiple laceration wounds and everything. They're very clearly dead, although it mainly seems like the head was the focus. As there are plenty of stab wounds and stuff, they clearly put up a fight. You can even sense a bit of, like, slowly beginning to fizzle out magic on them. Where, as you had originally seen them, they were very much more full of magic as it's beginning to fully fizzle out. Their body probably beginning to, die properly. But otherwise, it just seemed to be the head that was gone for, as most of the wounds on the body aren't as severe. Just enough to get somebody to, like, be prone, or at least enough to, get them in a position where you could just easily lop the head off.
So, does this seem like a signature kind of killing or something like that?
Maybe. I will also mention, regardless of your check, the spears are homemade. Like, they're not
What?
well-formed spears. They are, like, mainly sharpened rock stuck onto a
Since-
pole.
So like tribesmen.
Kind of.
Wait, so I'm from here, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I am. Do I have heard any stories of people getting impaled like this, or seen instances like this on the roads I've traveled on?
Roll me a history check, because it goes a bit deeper. Well, every bit of lore I have goes a bit deeper, but like...
All right, let
This
me.
is
roll
I
more
love
specific.
going a
history
bit
check.
deeper.
Really? You can't send
that's-
me that? I like going a bit deeper.
That's an 11.
An 11. I mean, the spears are definitely, like, not a common thing. And whenever wizards and stuff are targeted, yeah, they're usually impaled. Because if a good wizard can get off of can live through their wounds, they can just heal themselves or cast something like false life upon themselves to possibly make it into, like, another town. But this isn't... I guess the overall is this isn't a signature thing. It's more of just a general tactic that you'd use against wizards. And it doesn't
Right.
originate in the military sense. It originates in the rebellious sense.
Well, if I were to kill a wizard, impaling would probably be the best way to do it.
Oh, Karrius, I have a question.
Hmm.
Do these wizards look like they're part of like some sort of important organization or something of the sort?
Give me a moment. I'll hop off the cart and inspect his body, see if there's any sort of like maybe notes they have on with like a specific emblem, maybe
Alright.
like a patch sewn on their base clothes, or the
Make
cloak,
me
maybe like
make
an
me an
emblem hanging on the
Arcana
neck.
check.
Arcana check? Alright.
Arcana. I will say to the people who can see this, the symbols of crystals do look familiar.
I got a nat 20 on that.
Not 20.
Yep.
The symbols and stuff you see are very reminiscent of this, are not even reminiscent. Some of it just looks like a more upgraded or higher, maybe lower tier design from like the ship you were at in the underground area. And in fact, one of the things they have on them is a little pouch that bears the mark of a locked chest that you had seen before, but it does seem to be open and mostly taken from, as all you can pull out appears to be a small blue crystal, and what is basically orders. They were pretty much to take somebody out. It's not listed who it was, but it does mention that there have been multiple casualties in the area. And the note itself looks hastily written.
This wizard isn't the only one. Apparently multiple have been experiencing this impalement issue. Appears to be one of those wizards that came in on that boat we explored a few days back. Indeed.
Interesting hypothesis.
Not really a hypothesis. All the markings are the same. Granted, this one seems to be a bit of higher ranking. It still matches perfectly.
Make me a everyone make me perception checks.
Nah.
Oh no.
We're all dead. We're all gonna die.
That's an 11.
I also got an 11.
There we go. 18.
The carriage juice loading.
Oresha. While we wait for Naomi, you feel like somebody's watching your little caravan. To your left or to your right?
Oresha's just gonna like do like a subtle motion towards Karrius of like slightly like opening her eye just a little bit more, as if like a gesture of like watchful eye sort of thing.
Alright. Yeah, I am definitely... I'm gonna see that. I'm definitely gonna be a bit more alerted now.
Oresha's also gonna put her hand, while also holding her rapier, is gonna hold her short sword as well. Oresha's Sword of Frost.
I got a 24 on the perception.
24? You feel like something's watching you. Though it appears to be from the woods around you. Left or right, you still can't tell, and you can almost smell the smell of smoke off in the distance.
Maybe we should get moving.
Do y'all smell smoke?
Oresha's gonna walk towards the cart, is like, I don't smell smoke, but I think either we should leave now, or there may or may not be trouble soon.
We're 100% being watched, but I swear I smell smoke.
Let's just leave.
Can I try to track where the smoke smell is coming from?
Yeah, make me another. Actually, make me survival.
Do I get perception because of keen senses because I'm a fox? I get advantage.
You do not.
Damn it.
Wait, what does keen senses let you do?
Well, it's not really. It's just that since I'm a beast character. I'm a beast. I've just better hearing and better smell just in general.
Oh,
What is it? For survival, you said?
Yeah.
Why is that all the way at the bottom? Oh, it's wisdom.
I don't know.
Yay. Cool. 18.
ooh, not
18.
bad.
The smell of smoke is coming from your right, sort of an upper right, as you begin to go through the woods and are met with what appears to be a small campsite. When I say small, I do mean small. There's mainly just a fire. There's nothing else. The only thing of notice, is that there is a large-looking greatsword next to the fire. It's damaged. There's cloth and stuff wrapped around bits of it to make sure it doesn't fall apart. And more importantly, silver blood has caked some of the actual grip of this sword.
So what was
supposed
it?
to-
I'm just at a fire?
You're at a campfire, yeah.
Make an investigation check. Has this recently, was this fire recently lit?
Yeah, this has been recent, but make me an investigation check. Either way.
That's my intelligence. Wait, is it? Yeah,
Wait, what
yeah.
is?
My intelligence. Cool.
Oh yeah, investigation is intelligence. Yeah.
Oh, good roll today. 19.
19. The fire has been made recently, within the hour. In fact, as you're investigating, even looking around the bits of the camp, you begin to hear shuffling from the woods, and it seems to be leaving away from this camp. And as you begin to follow it, you are met with what appears to be heads and heads of these crystal wizards impaled into branches, as if a warning sign for whatever to stay away.
Did anyone follow me?
I don't
Oresha's
think
probably
so.
following along because Oresha doesn't want you to freaking get caught off guard and die.
Oresha doesn't want Oresha doesn't want you to whiff an air.
The Luigi
Damn.
grab.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna stick back at the cart just to guard the alchemist and everything that's there.
All right.
We've got a wizard killer.
Yeah. Oresha, you can see these heads as well.
I'm going to use my magic eye to see any traces of like magic, and if so, what kind.
I need you to
Perhaps
roll me
that's
an,
in the
I
area.
need you to roll me an Arcana.
Ugh, I still need proficiency in Arcana, and I don't know why I don't.
Probably because you weren't originally planning to have the funny eye.
Probably not. 11.
11. The energy that irradiates from some spots, especially on the grip of the sword, it's very similar to certain golem energies or construct energies, but some bits of it look odd, more like normal life magic, and you can't really tell if it's some weird mix of them or if whoever wields this sword is magic and has slain a golem recently.
What about the silver blood?
The silver blood is full of the same thing basically, but there's a lot more of the life energy to it than the golem aspect.
Oresha's going to approach the said greatsword and is gonna like gently put a finger against it, just like poke it.
It's a normal greatsword. I mean, like I said, it's very beat up. The grip is covered in cloth or something of the sort that has been stained with some of this silver blood. The blade itself is not quite hulking. In fact, honestly, it kind of looks like just a cleaver. But both sides are sharp. but both sides are
A
sharp.
big cleaver.
Sort of, yeah. It looks like it hasn't been well maintained, though. Both sides are sharp, but only to a degree. There are plenty of spots that are blunt, or otherwise, you could tell even by looking, would not be able to cut through basic hide or wood. Or even break a bone.
Whoever's using this is not using it correctly. And they don't know how to take care of it. I am now mauling and seething.
As you're looking this over, you are probably looking it over and like flipping it over. You notice there's a loose patch of dirt nearby, and you kick it over to reveal that there's a little more supplies. Most of it is stuff for making these spears. The similar looking craggled rock heads and what appears to be not like just sticks that have been taken. This looks like it's been ripped from furniture itself.
Like from pieces of like a cart or something?
Yeah, pieces of a cart, support stuff like that. Which, as you realize, is probably the only reason these spears have held up at all. Like, at all. The heads are definitely sharp enough to pierce and maybe break bone, but the amount of force you'd have to get and put through with that is, would basically break
And also
any
to
stick.
make this very battered weapon effective.
Yeah. That's what the greatsword, obviously. The weight is what gives it its deadliness, from what you can tell.
Well, I can definitely assume that whatever is wielding this weapon is of great strength. Possibly a construct that's gained its own sentience, or perhaps a flesh golem, perhaps? I'm not quite sure.
Why is it killing wizards though?
Perhaps revenge for making it an abomination to society or something? I don't know.
So should we like stop it or?
Oresha's gonna like place the sword back where it was, and is going to like go to like the edge of where like the heads of the wizards were, to try and like look a bit further to see if she sees anything moving.
Make me a perception check.
Perception. Ooh, that's pretty good. 24.
24. Something humanoid is crouching behind a tree about 20 feet, and you can see the light of that is peeking through this very dense forest is almost shining off of their skin.
I'm going to use my magic eye to see if the magic of this being matches the one that's been wielding the weapon.
Oh,
Or
it
the magic that
does.
is around the weapon.
It does. It's more of a proper mix of golem or construct energy with life energy. Though you can see the little hints of magic crystal blue that you had seen before.
Well, I can see the person who holds the said weapon, although they seem to be more hiding than anything else. So they're likely not going to bother us. If anything, I think these wizards are probably what are trying to kill it. Or them. That's my assumption anyway. What do you think, Naomi?
I don't really know. I don't have golem like wizard killing golems where I'm from, so I'm not sure about this. I mean, should we like stop it or do we just like let it do its thing?
I think I'm not sure. I think we should just head back to the others.
Probably for now.
Tell them about it, and then maybe we'll just leave it alone.
Do I still
now,
feel
anyway.
like I'm being watched?
Oh, absolutely.
Can I guess from where?
Oresha has told you from where. From the
The
woods.
being that's hiding past the heads.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Well, the thing, like I would, yeah, we should, but also I think it kind of wants us.
Well, it's hiding from us, so of course it's going to be watching us.
Yeah, but what if it attacks?
It's hiding. What reason would it have to attack? It doesn't even look like it wants to attack.
I don't know. Scared animals can be the most dangerous.
Yes, that's why you don't approach a scared animal. You just leave it alone. You back away from it. Or at least show you're not a threat.
What if it's not hiding out of fear?
You think it's going to ambush us?
I don't know. I don't got weird flesh golems that kill wizards where I'm from.
Should I just call it? Should I just call it out? I could.
Maybe, or we should try to get Karrius and Heinrich. Maybe.
Oresha's gonna start heading back towards the cart, towards Heinrich, Karrius, and the alchemist.
So, but I'll be facing the direction of the thingy.
Yeah.
So I'll be
you are.
walking back.
I mean, if you're walking back, if you want to walk backwards that way, you can.
Yeah.
Roll dexterity saving throw to not trip.
Trip on you fall on your ass, and then it eats you alive.
It goes like.
Me.
I assume we get back to the cart without any problems.
You don't. You do. Almost as you don't.
You don't. Huh?
What you find?
All right. Figured out the problem. We found the person. We likely found the person / thing that these wizards are looking for.
Okay.
It doesn't seem hostile. In fact, it seemed like it was hiding from people.
All right, then let's.
So it is likely these wizards that are after it.
Well, let's leave it be. That's for the wizards to deal with, not us.
Although I'm very curious as to, because it has the magics of both a construct and an actual living person. And that's slightly off-putting to me. What kind of being would be able to put off something like that? My first assumption was some sort of flesh golem, but it has some sort of silverish skin.
Well, I think whatever this thing is, be it construct or man, should be left alone. We have places to be.
All right, fair enough. Let's get
Okay.
going, Naomi.
All right.
All right, hop on.
Oresha's gonna hop up next to Karrius. Also, I
Alright.
would like to say that Oresha's disguise as a peasant woman is going to look like a lady that would be related to Karrius.
Ah.
So like
I
his
didn't know I had
mother.
a sister. Ah, all right. I'll just
No, not his mother, like a sister or something.
right.
Sister, cousin, whatever.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah, she wants to look like a fucking 60-year-old woman.
No.
All right, DM, I get the cart moving again.
All right. You continue going on the road and nothing stops you.
All right,
Thankfully.
let's keep going then.
You eventually make it to the... Well, to call it a big city is a bit of an understatement. The gates to this city, as you can see a mountain in the background, as if the city is built into it, way towards the back of the city. The gates are fucking massive. The wall itself is massive and incredibly fortified. And there are a dozen, if not 40 to 50 guards just outside guarding this city. Because you've entered
goodness.
almost a valley-like area.
Jeez.
This
Well-
is much bigger than I thought.
Looks like you're gonna have a lot of business here, alchemist.
Well, golly, I hope so.
All right, let's head in. Now, sort of bring the cart to the gate, but like bring it to the side where I can like talk to one of the guards, see if I can get in.
As soon as
Mhm.
you park the guard, the cart, the cart. As soon as you park the cart, a couple of guards and what appears to be a scribe walks over. Hi, list your purpose here. Traveler, caravan, otherwise.
I guess caravan. We're just helping move an alchemist over for him to set up shop in town.
Nice, we're moving.
Caravan
Yes.
then.
Caravan. That would be my
Yep,
best bet.
I guess so.
That about sums it up.
Then as long as you are careful with the contents that are within your cart, you should be able to bring them into town, whether it is moving or selling.
All right, we shall be careful.
For
So,
documentation, what is the name of... Is there a name to this cart or caravan? And if any issues are to arise between the members, caused by the members of this caravan, who of this caravan am I to refer to as the leader or otherwise group leader?
all right, you can.
Oh,
You can just refer to me, and it doesn't really have much of a name per se.
We haven't
Wait,
exactly named our caravan yet.
Not yet.
We
just
don't really
got
have a
released in
leader.
way.
I mean, I wouldn't would someone consider me a leader? I
Look,
haven't even fucking thought of that. Huh?
look, just put my name on there. You can refer to me if there's any issues, and just call it. The Wayward Wind. That's the name of it.
Ooh, the Wayward Wind. I like that.
All right, Mr.
Name's Karrius.
Heinrich.
Well, as said before, if anything comes up between the members of your caravan, if they cause any trouble regarding their movements throughout the city, or if they bring anything that is considered contraband into the city, you will be contacted by either a scribe or a mage of some sort.
Also,
Alright,
before we enter the city, what exactly is contraband?
Opium, opiates, certain
the
magical
classic
weapons.
drugs and stuff like that.
Yes, although certain tomes, necrotic, radiant, elemental of any sort are liable to be seized from you and taken fully into custody without return should they be shown in public and or used to
Will they
hurt
take-
somebody.
They're
He
gonna take.
looks in bag at the Chaos Gods book.
Unexpected item in bagging area.
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
well,
Walks through.
Look
Walks.
at the Naomi in the bag. Guess
No,
guess we gotta take you.
I do not believe we have any contraband.
Heinrich walks through the gates. You hear like the fucking
Beep.
yeah, the Walmart beeping.
Wait, no, it's like when
Please
you go to an
take off
airport and you have
tag.
to go through security. Anyhow,
Like you're going through security at like an airport.
Yeah. Well, no, we do not have any contraband, but thank you for the information.
We'll take your word on that. Otherwise, you are
Be
free to
magical,
roam
take
into
me
the city, do as you wish. If you are a traveler coming to stay in the city, you may refer to the housing guilds, or you may refer to owners of private property around or outside of the city limits.
It was guild.
All right.
What a nice way just to say
Oh,
homeowners.
and I do have one more question.
Or landowners.
Is there perhaps some sort of main office or building of sorts where I can go to talk about perhaps purchasing any property or business space here in the city?
Well, depending on who you're wishing to talk to in that regard, there is a business guild as well. There is the magistrate who oversees most of the guilds, so if you cannot get what you need from the guild, you may talk to the magistrate in place of them to receive
Perfect.
or pay for
Where can
whatever you need.
Where can I find the business guild house?
The business guild house is in roughly the middle of the city. There is also the city hall and also the main guard station there.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. All right,
Hold
we'll
on,
be
Riley,
hanging.
is this the main city that I had to go to for Heinrich's mission? Which I still don't know what it is. I thought you would make that up.
This is a big city on Octavia.
but not the main one.
Not the main one, no.
That's kind of more inland.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Just making
Oh,
sure.
and before you go, we've
Mhm.
had reports of several residents leaving and not returning of the magic variety. Some sort of smaller magic guild, I believe.
Oh, I
A couple
see.
dozen, I think, at this point have gone missing or have been, in some cases, found impaled or spiked in some way.
What exactly is their emblem?
Symbol of a crystal. Not uncommon for mages,
Oh.
but...
We actually ran into a situation like that on the way into town. We found a wizard impaled on the road.
Well, if you could please
No,
report
it'll
it
be
to the
shaken
guard
up about-
station there, then that would be
I
nice.
shall. I'll make sure it gets
I'll be
done.
shaken up about something.
All right. I'm guessing we just have to wait for the door to be opened.
Yes, it shall be opened in a second, sir. The door does begin to slowly open, and it is very loud. Like I said, the gate is massive. You could probably fit a couple ogres and giants through it, and it wouldn't be it wouldn't be cramped.
Yeah, I'll start getting the horses to go again and get the cart moving.
I thought it's like the gates at Jurassic Park.
Oh, Karrius, what is the name of this city?
Of course, okay. I don't know what it is, but of course, Carrie's gonna know. What's the name of the city?
This is the city of Leon.
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 This is the city of Neon. It's
Oresha's like it like writes this down in like some sort of journal, and then also and is also like pulls out like a little side piece and starts like and is like finishing up like some sort of like map of the area.
It's not the capital of Octavia, but it is one of its larger metropolises.
Good to know. Good to know.
Wait, where's the mainland or the main city? I mean?
Capital. Oh,
Yeah, the capital.
It's I'd say it's quite a few days' journey out from here.
I will likely be making an entire map of this city.
The city. I'm sure somebody's
fun,
already mapped
Swindon.
Leon.
I like making my own maps.
You're gonna be
So
here
do
for
you.
10 days looking down streets you probably thought you didn't have.
Clearly, you underestimate the layout of an Octavian city. There can be oodles of small access ways and alleyways and.
All we know, there could be an underground railroad system for gnomes.
Alleyways and secret passages are my specialty.
Well, all right then. Just don't get too lost.
I used to be in a thieves guild.
I'll take your word for it. I'll start pushing the cart, and I'm gonna try to get it closer towards the business guild and like get everything worked out.
You pass by plenty of people. You have to stop and let other carts pass, and there seems to be a decent bit of a road system here.
The larger carts have right of way.
You have you have tiny little goblins on lamppost holding up signs to tell you to stop and when to go.
As you are going through the city, though, it is a weirdly built city. Like, the roads make sense. You could easily probably get around with a couple weeks of staying and know decently, like, at least the first half of the city. But the building placements are odd. You might have a bakery next to effectively, like a weapon shop, but the bakery will be like 3 or 4 stories and the weapon shops will be a single one. Some of them are colored weirdly, and you see every kind of variety of creature. Warforged, drow, humans, elves, gnomes. You even see a pack of little kobolds running around playing some sort of kickball.
Little kobolds!
I mean, I'm used to this, right? This is
Yeah, this is really normal in Octavia. None of the cities have like a specific, like, there's a large amount of this compared to this. No, they're all just
Is there any like sort of
clusterfucks.
like tieflings or like succubi?
Oh, absolutely. Well, succubi you can tell right off the bat, Oresha, because you can, I know what you are. That sort of thing.
I know what you
But
are.
there are tiefling, succubi, and everything in between.
Yeah, I'm not like weirded out this at all. I'm just like gleefully getting the cart along. It's just any old city to me.
You gay-hating dog, I know who you are.
I know who you are.
I know what you are. Yeah, there's a good variety of people. The guards are also incredibly varied as well. You you do see one little instance of what appears to be an incident, but it's mainly like this Goliath guard, maybe 8 foot tall in full armor, like writing down a little report of what's happened. Maybe someone like parked their carriage in the wrong place. Maybe someone's horse
they
got
got a
They're
off.
giving
parking
him a
ticket.
parking ticket.
Yeah,
Parking ticket.
they got like a little parking ticket. As you get to the
That'll
business
be
guild,
5 silver.
as you get more towards the business guild area, there are still a lot of different people. You see a little more fancier people, and Karrius, you see what is normal to you completely, probably odd to the others. Is there are a good couple of business people, clearly more noble people, and even some poor people just outright have like ceramic arms or like metal arms almost. Some of them are crude, but some of them are like fashioned for a noble. They're elegant, they're sleek, all that kind of stuff. They don't look especially durable. And hell, even one or two of them that are looking at you with
And they're
glass
made out of
eyes, you can see
ceramic?
that. Yeah, they're made of like a reinforced ceramic, and even some of them are looking at
Oh.
you. And Oresha, this probably catches your eye. That is technically a pun with the next statement, as some of them are looking at you guys passing by, and some of these people have like magical glass eyes, some of which are cracked or in need of repair, or just these stunning pupils, or even what appears to be the view of a dying star.
I know what a
Oresha's
nebula
gonna like
looks
look at the arms, is like, I feel like a metal arm would have been more effective.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be whistling while I'm driving this cart.
You eventually do park at the business guild. It's a very large court-looking building, and it does look like a court inside, as the first area is just like a courtroom, clearly to decide little scuffles between businesses. But after that is more so the processing room, where there are business people talking about
All right.
stuff. Clearly, younger people
Alchemist,
getting their
you
like
back there?
shop and cart like licenses and everything like that.
All right, Alchemist, you back there?
Yeah.
I'll like bang on the cart.
Are we there yet?
Yes, we've made it to the
Yes, we're
business
at the
guild
business
here in
guild.
town. We gotta go inside and we need to go get some paperwork done.
All right. Just give me a moment. I'm not good around not good around a lot of people.
Do you want me to come and help you?
Wait, hold on. I have a better question.
That's
Do you
up to you.
have money to start a business?
Ever heard of loans, big man?
No, my country doesn't really do those.
Okay.
Yeah, we
loan-
don't particularly do loans.
What? You know what they are, right? Or do you just not?
Well, we know what they
I'm
are. It's
aware
one
of the sort of implications.
You
Yes,
give
yes,
someone money and then you expect them to pay it back,
yes,
including
and
a bit of an
accrue
interest
and
rate.
whatnot. It's part of the Octavian banking system. Anyhow, come along, Alchemist. I'll
yeah.
be with you, and I can help you out with any paperwork or any knowledge.
All right.
Looks to Oresha. The fuck is a loan? I just kind of made something up along the lines, and he
Yeah,
agreed.
loans are essentially you ask someone for money, they give you said money, and then you have to pay said money back to them after a certain time frame, or the money begins to increase with interest.
I thought I just made that up on the fly. How the fuck?
Nah.
Did
Yeah,
I just
I'll
got
be
that.
with the Alchemist
Alright.
while we go into the building.
It's a
Yeah.
common thing in Thieves Guilds.
Yeah. But there's a dizzying amount of people almost to like Oresha and Karrius and not really Naomi actually. Naomi's been to plenty of crowded marketplaces and everything, so
Yeah,
it's not quite
Heinrich used to
home, but it's not quite,
yeah, I'm not used to this, but it's no biggie.
As you walk into
I guess I'll try to navigate him and I over to like a secretary's counter or something, or like a help desk,
An open one.
or the one with the shortest line.
none of them have short lines.
Oh.
Welcome to the Tower of Bureaucracy, bitch.
Bureaucracy smiley face.
All right, I'll try to stake out which one's the shortest line, and then get us into that one.
The shortest line is about 6 people, and they clear to
That's
be
not bad.
younger people, probably people who have carts and are having some issues with their carts. Maybe paying them off, making sure they have the right documentation, that sort of thing.
All right.
As you wait in line, you hear little bits. It is mostly people just making sure they paid off their cards or have their licenses. One or two of them are pleading and begging to not have their card taken away, as it's like their main source of income, that sort of thing. But that's pretty usual in this place, it seems. Either the business succeeds or it doesn't, that sort of thing. That's not uncommon in Octavia, and honestly, losing one or two little food carts changes nothing. You can basically find any cuisine anywhere in the street as long as you have, like, the little bit it costs to buy some, usually.
All right then.
And as you get to the desk, the woman looks up to you. Afternoon, folks.
Ah, hello. My alchemist friend here was wondering where we could perhaps get a license for distribution
A license for distribution,
for potions and what.
for potions and whatnot. Well, there is an exam he'll have to pass first to make sure that can brew them properly.
All right. You
So
think you'll be capable of that?
here's the paper for it, and you'll get a date when you can go in with other alchemists. It is supervised under one of the many alchemy guilds throughout the city, and the license and everything will be different depending on the sim. Of course, though I don't like to tell this to certain people, as some will abuse it. The more notable the guild you get it from, the more exemptions you may have on possible mess-ups, as long as you don't blow up your building and the building next to it through alchemical explosion.
Right.
But for now, the fee is only about 10 silver, and John Pearl works it over.
All right. Well, there you go. After you pass that exam, you'll get a license and be free to practice potion craft.
Well, oh my goodness. God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, oh my god. Well, of course, I'm gonna have to get used to being in the city itself as well. It's just gonna be hard. Like I said, I'm not good around a lot of people.
Well, I think you'll get used to it in due time.
I thank you for the help, though. I probably wouldn't have had enough to get here if it wasn't for you guys.
Oh, no issue. We're happy to help.
Literally, it really is a dream to be here, at least. I'm just gonna go ahead and probably sit down and get this written out and turn it in, whatever. If you guys want to go explore the city, you can. I'm not too... I'd rather not rush into things.
All right. Take your time. Just come back to the cart when everything's sorted.
All right.
I'll sort of leave him be, give him a pat on the shoulder, and I'll come back to everyone else.
I have the most amazing idea.
What is it?
We should go check out the blacksmith shops.
Oh dear God.
Oh. Oh. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hi,
my,
Karrius.
how'd it go?
Yeah, it went well. Our little alchemist friend has to take an exam first before he can get a license to practice here. But after that, he'll be free to make business. It'll take a little bit, so he suggested we could just explore the city a little bit, and he'll come back to us.
What's a license? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, I thought.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I know what a
Okay,
license
good. I
is.
thought the rest of the world was even more wacky.
I need to
Oresha
buy.
was in fact not kidding. No, I'm kidding. Oresha lied.
All right.
Well,
So,
I need to buy a whetstone and a leather strap.
You should be able to buy that sort of stuff. And I actually have that stuff on me if you want to borrow it.
Nah, I need very high grit.
very good. Oh, you can find basically anything in here. You just gotta look hard enough.
Oresha's gonna like ask around for like well-known blacksmiths of this area.
There are a good couple within this first bit of the city. there is Vanderbilt, who is a high elf blacksmith who is known for crafting some of the lighter armor in the city. Though the little rumors you hear is that he works with the Thieves Guild and provides them with certain things for silence, or perhaps he is part of it himself. There is a Goliath, I almost said mechanic. Fuck. There's a Goliath blacksmith in the city who goes by the name of Dull, and he's known for crafting. He crafts most of like the guardsmen's armor and weaponry and stuff. And it's from what you can understand. It's basically, if you wanted to be on par with the average guardsman, you could buy from him. Though his rates are a little more, expensive, given that he is contracted by the city officially. And the third one you hear is oddly enough, is a drow blacksmith who is known for crafting a variety of weapons and is also the only way you can get stuff from the Underdark effectively. So while they are a blacksmith primarily, they also act as an in-between for certain caravans between the Underdark and the city. Besides making drow weaponry, which is... Drow weaponry is interesting. Some of it looks pretty standard, like every, obviously every city has a standard stuff, and like there's always a basic standard straight sword. Drow weaponry is very different. Most of it is either completely magic, including things like gauntlets, or it's like or the blade is very wicked to basically deal the maximum amount of slashing as possible. And they are most famous for having tri-tipped spears, which the city has outright outlawed because it's really hard to it's really hard to patch a 3-part wound.
Fair enough, I guess.
Same with arrows.
Triangular-shaped bayonet holes are impossible to stitch up.
In my opinion, I'd say we check out the elf first, and then we go to the drow.
There is one more blacksmith you hear about, but he's in the upper mountainous parts of the city, and you have to have like a special pass to get to him, basically.
How do we obtain said pass?
He is considered not just the royal blacksmith, but he is considered one of the best blacksmiths on the continent. And he, despite being bound to the city itself effectively, like contract-wise, he takes on contracts from different cities. To put it bluntly, he could completely arm the other side of a fight. And because of how invaluable he is, they can't get rid of him.
I need to meet this man. I need to meet this person. I don't even know if they're a man or woman.
But you'd have to straight up go through the palace and get, like, clearance from the king and queen to be able to even consider talking to him, much less seeing him.
Damn. Oh well.
We do your
So
options.
we go talk to the elf, and then we go talk to the drow. Sound good?
I guess.
Oresha's gonna walk over to Karrius and gonna pat his shoulder. Is like, I'm off to go talk to some blacksmiths and craftsmen of the area.
I'm gonna go see if I can get a quick job here. Maybe something to... maybe help a baker out. I don't fucking know.
Oresha's first stop is going to be the elf.
I could use a beer.
Alright.
I will go
join you
with
on the
Oresha.
I'm gonna go to a tavern and get a drink.
Heinrich is gonna go get a quick job for the meantime.
What kind of job?
We'll start with my good friend Oresha. Is there going to be a simple of interactions? You're into the drow, right? First, or are you going to the elf?
Elf.
Elf. You do a bit of walking through the city, and yeah, the roads are clear as hell, and there's plenty of street signs to tell you. But you end up pretty much in a more lower into the ground area, almost a bit not subterranean, but almost subway like tunnel like, or train tunnel like as you.
Do I feel comfortable in this area as a
little bit?
skilled
Yeah, you're a
person?
little comforted by it.
Yes, the dark streets. Brings back
And
lovely
there are
memories.
plenty of different shops, but the elf is the main one, as his forge is basically just outright in display. And his forge and everything is just outright in like the middle of this area. There's no like there he is where there'd be a fountain in the area, basically. It's almost like a small what do you call them? What do you call them in real life? Small plaza.
Street vendor. Oh,
Yeah,
fair
it's
enough.
like a small plaza, and he seems to be forging something. A pretty basic elfish sword.
Good afternoon.
My brain is the gears are turning my brain. Sorry, my brain is not working.
Just have them turn better.
Just have them turn better. Thanks, babe. Noted. A wind up sound effect.
Wind up sound effect.
Oi. Afternoon.
How are you doing today?
Fine so far. Working on orders for clients and stuff. Although, as he points to a couple tables behind him, I have plenty to sell if you're interested. There's elven. It's mainly elven weaponry, which is all like lighter. Elven
Yeah.
daggers are lighter, and elven daggers are very vicious. Like they're
Oh, yeah,
serrated
absolutely.
on the back entirely. And they're almost like, how to put it, they're a weird mix between what you would see an assassin use and like an actual survival knife.
Yeah, that makes sense.
There's even a few Bowie knife-like ones. There's normal swords, long swords. There's some great swords, but there are also what appear to be curved great swords, and even
Ooh,
a couple sides.
interesting. Resha is going to use her magic eye to discern any magic items, perhaps.
There's at least one magic item of each. Though one of them does stand out, as there is what appears to be, oddly enough, it is... how to describe it? Oddly enough, it is a dagger and short sword combo.
Mm.
Something along your lines.
And the dagger, from what you can tell, can like basically embed into the bottom of like the short sword's grip to form kind of a double blade.
Oresha's gonna look at this blade very closely.
The blade is
rather intrigued as to its design.
It's somewhat curved. It's incredibly sharp. And there appears to be a bit of string alongside it and a quiver, as this appears to be a bow blade.
A bow blade?
It works as either a dual weapon, as a dagger and a short sword, a dual bladed weapon as them combined, or you can string it using an action to have it turn into effectively a longbow.
Oh, that's sick. It's a multi-weapon.
Nice.
Oresha's gonna look towards the elf. How long did it take you to craft something like this?
Oh, that thing.
2 days.
It took about a week, maybe a month, to make sure it was testing right and working right.
Really? Just a week?
Yeah,
Just keep away.
of course. There's only
How many times have you crafted something like this?
About the last 100 years. Every race has their short sword, their great swords, their long bows, but elves, we like to make our things a little more multi-purpose and eccentric. Though it doesn't lack the quality you
I've never seen anything like it.
Well, it's leagues above something like a saw cleaver or something that a Goliath would make. You can have all the strength you want
Fair
behind
point.
something, but if you can't hit anything, what's the point? Besides, you're as sluggish as a damn rock. What's on like that?
I absolutely agree. How much for this weapon?
About 50 gold pieces.
50 gold pieces. For its purposes, I'd say that's a bit low.
Well, it's not the best work I could put forth on one like this.
Really?
I could make it fully magical, I could make it elemental. In fact, I could have thrown in a quiver that contains elemental arrows, something of the sort, but unfortunately, the things to make elemental arrows are very expensive, and I do not quite have the money, regardless of how much I sell, to make up, to at least break even on buying materials and selling them.
Makes sense.
Most people are content with their short swords and long bows.
Oresha is gonna like look at the blacksmith and is going to say in Thieves' Cant, how's the guild?
Not much left of him anyways. He replies in Thieves' Cant.
Not much left, really.
Yeah, God's been cracking down on him.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Maybe they'll come back, maybe they won't, or maybe they'll stay buried finally, but another thieve's gotta pop up at some point.
What sort of armors do you have? She goes back to like common.
He does point to the other two with armors. He has some normal like iron chain, even some half plate. But he does have some elven armor that is, most of it is either just like really well worked animal hide that it fits on you more like clothing than it does armor. Like you don't feel like you're wearing leather armor, you feel like you're wearing a jacket effectively. And some of it, there is some heavy elven armor, which is incredibly rare, and it is very, very eccentric looking. It has these like tree greens and browns of bark that almost give it this camo-like effect in the woods you'd imagine. But the actual plate is dense and like strong enough to be able to probably withstand a great bow or two, like a shot from a great bow or two, and not.
Does it
take
seem
much
like it would be like light enough for me to wear?
Maybe just the chest piece, but even then, you might be a little. It's heavy elven armor, so it's lighter than like normal heavy armor, but you'd be better off only buying one piece of it and wearing it, like gauntlets or a helmet or just greaves or maybe the chest piece, that sort of thing.
I'm just gonna look for any like possibly magical like gloves / gauntlets as this guy might have.
There are magical gloves, but most of them seem to be. One of them is a pyromancy glove, which allows you to cast certain fire spells, and the stuff it takes seems to just be basically fire gems. And the only gauntlet like thing is there's a pretty standard like metal fighting gauntlet that you'd see someone in an arena wear.
I can't say I need anything currently, but I'll likely be back. Perhaps look at any wares you make.
Aye, of course. Feel free to come back whenever you wish. And if you'd like to commission something at any point, like I said, always feel free to come back and ask.
Of course. What was your name, by the way?
My name? Wilbur.
Yes. Wilbur?
Yeah, Wilbur.
Nice to meet you. Oresha. She bows, and as she bows, she takes back her succubus form.
Shapeshifter of some sort.
A natural ability of succubi. She says as she turns back to her peasant human form.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'm sure I'll be back at some point.
Whenever you're able to be.
I shall see you later. Bye-bye.
Seeing
She begins to walk off.
Alright.
Heading towards the drow now.
So Heinrich, you said you were getting a job or getting like a quick
Yeah, a
job.
small job just to get money while we're here.
There is a job, though it is noted as being slightly outside the law. There are normal jobs. There's
Oh,
like debt
boy.
collecting jobs, stuff that went into collections, and they just kind of pay people to deal with that instead, like taking half of what was due, that sort of thing, if the person is caught and is able to pay up. There are some missing posters. There's a couple of wanted posters. One of which appears to be for one of the Mage Guild leaders, who is mentioned as Mage Guild leader. Mage Guild leader.
I think I'm gonna be
L.
out of the. I'm gonna be out of what's the word? Level for him? That's probably like a level 7, level 10 person.
Maybe. As for the one that's more outside of the law, the one that's more outside the law is basic. To put it pretty bluntly, first off, you can't fully read it. It just says it's outside of law, outside of the law, and where to meet the person to speak on this. And it's in a language you don't know as well, like the actual information.
How much? Okay, question. How much money will the debt collecting give me?
The debt collecting will give you about 2-3 gold.
Yeah, fuck yeah, don't take that.
All right.
Wait, hold on. How much will the one outside the law?
The
What
one
does that
outside the
say?
law, it does mention to talk where to find them and to discuss the details of payment because it is outside of the law. So you don't know how much it would give you.
You know what? Knowing you, Riley, this is probably something you plan, so I'm gonna take it just
Alright.
to make the DM happy.
I mean, it's really up to you. What?
I'll take the one outside the law
Alright.
a little bit.
Karrius, you're getting a beer, right?
Well, that's what I was
Beer.
thinking I was gonna do. But since I'm here in this big city, I think I'm gonna continue on my quest to figure out like who exactly asked to get my sword forged. Maybe I could like ask around like different blacksmiths, show them like the make of the sword and like the writing and emblem that's on it. And ask them like who would have like commissioned this and where I could find them, something like
If
that.
you want to head towards the drow, you can. Drow
The
and
drow
demons are very buddy-buddy.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go over to the drow. I'm sure they know.
Hey, Oresha and Naomi, guess who you bump into going to the same place?
No way.
Oh fucking way!
Duck?
This is fucking crazy.
Duck?
Duck. He's dead. Duck is dead.
Duck is dead,
No.
Duck is dead, Duck is dead, Duck is dead. Hi, Duck, hi.
Guess who you bump into?
After this, I'll be right back.
Guys, Duck is dead.
I'm back.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry,
Nope,
what happened?
he's dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead.
Yeah,
I'm
the
like,
DM's gone for a little bit.
what's happening?
The DM's gone for a little bit, but you actually run into me while going over to the Drow Forges.
Yippee! Oh, hi, Karrius.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Return. Return.
Oh, there he
Remember that
is.
Welcome back.
soul thing I asked you about?
Doug.
The what now? The what?
My sword. I'm finding out who
Oh,
exactly.
yes,
commissioned
yes.
And I do know that the drow have quite close relations to devils and demons and infernal beings, so thought it would be a place to start.
I mean, maybe a drow can help you.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure about that, but maybe.
Where would you suggest would be a better place to look?
Personally, I would just trust another. I would go to another demonic-esque being that tends to forge.
Well, I don't know any that are in this town.
Although, now that I think about it, I'd probably go to like an Oni, but those guys are kind of aggressive. I go to like an Oni blacksmith, but
Oni?
those
Oh,
guys are
wow.
rather aggressive.
I couldn't tell they were aggressive.
Anyway, off to the drow.
Oh, you guys are at the drow.
Alright.
Like, you guys are right outside.
Yippee!
As you enter, the
Oresha's gonna walk in.
The Drow's Forge is built slightly into like a cave. It's on the very far left of the city, and it's built slightly into a small cave system. And yeah, you feel a lot more comfortable down here, Oresha. Like, you felt comfortable in the elves area. This almost feels like home to you. The only difference is it's a little more damp and a little more cold.
Feels kind of like home, but way more cold, and I kind of dislike the cold. It's a good thing I have this cloak of bear skin hide.
But the forge itself is set up in the far like middle of the room, and it appears to be at like an active source of like lava of sorts.
Oh.
There are many tables in this room, as the drow is currently hunched over his forge, working on something, but there is the little actual like open first area where there's the tables and stuff with all of the stuff he sells. And drow weaponry is it's very sharp and like scraggly looking almost. It looks almost homemade, and some of the like stuff on there doesn't look like it would work. Like, there's like a cleaver, but it's like heavily serrated. And the only thing it really would be good against is flesh, but as anybody, even Karrius, who is probably not a big combat person, or I don't think Karrius wasn't in the military, was he? Or was he?
He just joined, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I'm here.
Was Karrius in
What's
the
up?
military at any point in his life?
He wasn't. His father was.
Ah. Well, Karrius wouldn't be the most knowledgeable on it, but Oresha and Heinrich would be more knowledgeable on it. But stuff like the cleaver in front of them that's so heavily serrated, it'd be good against skin. It would be incredibly good against skin. And honestly seems more like torture to use against somebody simply because you're not really killing them, you're maiming them heavily. Though there are some of the more normal tools. There are, stuff like pickaxes, normal wood cutting axes. The pickaxes are notably somewhat larger, and oddly enough, there appears to be how to put it. It's a gauntlet of sorts, and on top of the gauntlet, or like on top of it, clearly positioned against a spring of some sort that you imagine the tension's pretty heavy, is a like almost like a stake embedded.
A stake embedded with a gauntlet, or is it a gauntlet embedded with a stake?
There's like on the top of the gauntlet, not too like it's not like super raised up, so it'd still be on target where you'd want to hit, is with a good bit of spring behind it and such that you'd have to basically like prep within the gauntlet. From what you can see, is like there's a little thing you hold in the gauntlet to like prep it. Is like a stake device basically. So that if you were to
like
punch hard enough, it would
bow.
Activate the stake. No, not like an arm bow. No. Like it
Oh,
sends
it's
the
like
stake
it's
forward.
like a power fist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Oresha's gonna look at this essentially power fist-esque weapon and is gonna be like, goodness. Now this is an interesting design that I've never seen before.
Well, Blacksmith
Oresha's gonna look
convincing.
towards the blacksmith, wherever they are at.
They're forged. They're not too far out. It's only like a 40 by 40 room. Like it's a decent size, but like it's enough to where there's a little bit of distance. And he's begun to notice you as you look over and begins to walk over, dusting his hand off a little, like wiping it on his apron. Yes.
You have very interesting craftsmanship. I don't think I've ever seen an Underdark craftsman before.
Oh, yes. We are quite rare up in this part of the continent. There's not a burrow for miles, almost.
Also, this weapon in particular is interesting to me. She points at like the power fist, quote unquote.
Well, it's built to stake certain higher carapace animals. I would assume you've never had the displeasure of fighting a taffy fly or a spider.
No, I don't think I've ever fought a taffy fly.
Think of it as a way bigger mosquito or wasp sort of thing. Tries to...
Oh, those are quite annoying.
Yes. And their carapaces
Big
are...
annoying vampire, but worse.
Yes, and their carapaces are thick enough that the average longbow or silly little short sword doesn't pull through enough. It merely glances off of it. Can't even pierce it. Even great swords.
How much are
struggle
you
with
selling
it.
this for?
That's about 30 to 40 gold.
Who?
I do have some extra things for it, as his numerous eyes begin to look you over and look everyone else over before beginning to pull from under the table a couple of little accessories. One of them is a like thinner stake that you imagine is a bit better at piercing armor. One of them is just completely blunt. And one of them appears to be somewhat of a protective shield that you would put on, and basically a contact bomb.
Oh, that's sick. This man's got cool stuff, bruh.
Of course.
I'm there. Am I there with the two?
Yeah, you are, because you ran into them and you went in with them.
Right.
This... I am absolutely
Goober.
stunned.
Of course, the accessories are not part of the thing itself. They cost more. They're extra.
Yes, I would assume so. But my goodness.
Of course, if that doesn't suit your fancy or your coin purse isn't quite lined well, you could always go for something like a more saw cleaver or some of the saw spears that I have on offer.
Saw Cleaver, the thing from Bloodborne.
Do you perhaps have any like smaller weapons, perhaps?
Of course. We have daggers, short swords. We even have a couple of more lavish rapiers, though they're a little more pricey than something like the gauntlet.
Yes,
Give-
rapiers tend to be more elegant.
He pulls some of these things out. You see, obviously, short swords, great axes, all that stuff. And the rapiers are very excellently crafted. Their actual handle appears to be made of Underdark wood. And a good bit of the stuff in there isn't forged with Underdark metal. It's just common steel or iron that is somewhat reinforced in some way, shape, or form. This rapier, however, is made of just pure Underdark metal. And it almost glows in, like, it has a very dim light to it as the purplish blade, sharpened to perfection and ready to bend and break past armor and whatnot you use a rapier for. The other one is a bit more, almost looks a bit more, a little bit more impractical. Its guard is bigger and the blade is longer. It could be described as more of a great rapier, and you don't know what you'd really use it for.
I've got a question. What exactly would you use this massive rapier for?
Well, some of the due to the manner of the caves, some of the other drow in some sections are very taller, more elegant in some manners, and some of them have the unfair advantage of having a parasite with them. That gives them extra things that even I'm sure you couldn't imagine. A couple of them are
What, like extra
thick-hided.
limbs?
Some of them extra limbs, extra eyes, the ability to create webs from their hands or from their own life essence, or in some cases
No.
even create spiders at will. But some of them
MF and
are,
Spider-Man.
but some
I'm
of
a
them
Spider-Man.
are gifted with hard carapace, hard exoskeletons, and they are hard to pierce, harder than you'd imagine. This is more of a wartime weapon, even if used for duels right. It is not meant for the average fight. Unless you're fighting a Goliath, mind you, but an axe is better for that sort of thing. Or a great sword.
I see. And what exactly material is this rapier made out of? She points at the more elegant dark metal made.
That is made from a mix of underdark metal and I believe you would call it up here in this tongue, mithril.
Ooh. Oresha's gonna use her magic eye to discern any like magical appearances on the
Both of them are
rapier.
incredibly magical. Though, from what...
Can I discern as to how?
Roll me an Arcana.
Okay, I fucking suck at Arcana.
Lol.
I really need proficiency in Arcana, dude. God damn it. Okay, let me go look at my Arcana. I think it's just a base roll, if I remember correctly. Probably is. Yeah, it is. That's a 10.
10? You can tell one of them is possibly elemental, and one gives you an almost odd feeling. But you can't really tell what the odd feeling is. It's just a weird feeling.
Also, they seem to have some sort of like enchantment on them. What sort of enchantments did you put? What sort of enchantments did you put on these rapiers?
The bigger one is blessed with a sort of venomous touch to it, and the other one is... well... You'd have to attune to it somewhat physically. Though, if you care for seeing through the eyes of spiders, then I'm sure you'd find some enjoyment in it.
Riley, speaking of spiders, there is a spider currently in my blanket.
Eat!
Kill it.
Eat!
I don't know where it went. It is going to kill me in my sleep. Oh, found it.
Bush.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell 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 out of here. I think I killed it. Yeah, I killed it. Get out of here. Anyway, what was the other one? I heard the venomous.
Venomicity. The other one seems to allow you to see through the eyes of spiders. But the thing is, it, like, physically connects to you.
It physically connects you?
Effectively, putting it in more understanding terms, it'd be a minor parasite, technically.
Oh, so essentially this is like a built-in minor parasite kind of thing?
Yeah. The thing is, you could get rid of it, but it would possibly kill you. So as long as you don't try to get rid of it hostily, you probably be fine.
How much for this specific one right here? She says that she's pointing towards like the minor parasite rapier.
Oh, that one? I will not part with for less than 80 gold.
Makes sense. And what about this one? What about the
About 60.
Oresha said it. I cannot say it, bro. My brain is not working correctly.
Can't say venomous.
Bro, feminine. Oh my god, dude. What is happening? Oh my god. I cannot say feminine.
Venomous!
Venom. Venomous.
Venomous.
Venom.
Venomous.
And okay, now speed it up. Speed it up. Venomous.
Venomous. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. My brain could not process that word. Anyway, what's said price for this weapon right here?
About 60. It is a war implement and it was used as such, so it's not in the best of all conditions. Though you wouldn't be able to tell, but let's just say I'm not most keen on parting with something dear to me for less than it is really worth.
What was it your weapon of choice during war?
It belongs to someone who is no longer with us.
His wife.
A family member, I assume.
Not a family member, I can certainly tell you that.
Anyway, I won't dig any deeper into that, as I get the sense that you would likely kill me if I try to learn any more. But would I be correct in that statement?
No,
Yes.
I wouldn't try to kill you.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to dig any deeper.
Are you two done yet?
Oh, yes, Karrius, you can go ahead.
Thank you. I was actually coming here for a question.
Oh,
You see,
yes?
a while ago, I acquired this sword, and I'll take it out and I'll show it to him.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed the writing on it. It was actually commissioned by somebody who's meant to represent a succubus. I'm not sure who that is, who commissioned it, but I'm trying to figure out who forged this. I'm trying looking for any additional markings, but I'm not sure. Perhaps you could give me some help.
Hmm. Well, the design is definitely more Underdark, but not my section. There are a couple of sections of Underdark where more demons are more naturally born, to put it in a certain way. This would be more from that area, though. That little inscription, the G. Stands for somebody's name, something like that. The best
I see.
could offer is that you'd have to find someone who knows more, or if the smith is on the above ground, you could find them probably through markings or asking around. Though, you might have to dare the journey to the Underdark, if a burrow will even let you through.
I see. Well, thank you for the information. I do appreciate it.
You are welcome. I'm always thankful to help someone looking to find the creator or smith of something else. Not a better deed than to help my other smiths possibly get more clients. Besides that elf.
Ah, indeed. Out of character, does this sword kind of look like banged up, scratched up a little bit, or does it look fine?
It's a little banged up, like scratched up a little bit.
Yeah, I do use it a good bit.
Oresha's gonna lean over to Karrius. Do you need me to
Hmm.
patch it up a bit?
I don't know. I think the sword looks fine. Or do you think it does not look fine?
I might be able to add a little extra something to it.
All right. I am a man who respects his weapon. You can help clean it up or improve it if you'd like. I'll sort of
Of
hand it over.
course.
And I'll give it with a scabbard too. I'll like get it off my belt. I guess sheath. What it would be? Yeah, sheath.
Scabbard would be about correct.
Oh, okay. I thought scabbard was only like for daggers, but I guess it's
No,
actually
scabbards are usually for swords.
Ah, okay.
Sheaths
yeah.
are just for any sort of weapon. Scabbards are more embroidered and harder. Scabbards are something that you would use like, let's say if you're trying to like mimic dual wielding, it would essentially be your parrying option if you don't
Alright.
have like a parrying dagger.
Oh, so yeah, I gotta give the sword and scabbard over. Keep good track.
Oresha like takes it and is gonna like draw the sword out a little bit and just like looking it over to see what kind of repairs she would need to do, and sheathes it back before like putting it on her hip to do maintenance later.
I wonder if she can like feel anything arcane about the sword.
Oh no, absolutely. Like the sword is like pulsing basically with like soul energy.
Oh, it's pulsing with soul energy.
Mm-hmm.
Can I attempt to contact said soul?
Oh boy. Ooh.
Your call has been sent to an automated message inbox. Please leave your
Damn.
message at the tone. Beep, beep, beep. I don't know the whole.
What kind of fucking McDonald's has a message? What am I gonna do? Ask for a Big Mac tomorrow? What the fuck?
What do I do? Ask for a Big Mac tomorrow?
I mean, I've seen that video.
I was thinking.
I don't think I've seen that video.
I was thinking of.
I got lotion on my dick. I'm stroking my shit right now.
So I was thinking
That
of
one-
the Jesse's dial tone thing from Breaking Bad.
Oh.
A to the B to the Q, biatch. Albuquerque represent. The soul does not, like, the soul physically rejects your attempt to contact it.
Oresha just kind of like looks down a little disappointed at her attempt. Just like, Anyway, shall we get going? Back to the cart? Perhaps see what job Heinrich has gotten us or something? Insert tapping noises.
Yep.
Oresha is going to head back to the cart with the gang.
Yeah.
The Gay Day gang.
Yes, the payday gang.
Yeah, we're all back at the cart.
Is Heinrich here at the cart?
I'm here.
Is Heinrich at the
No.
No. No.
No, I mean, like, he is at the job listing? No, actually, no, but you know what? You might, they're so fucking.
Oh, did he not grab a job yet? Or
No, he
He
grabbed
has a job. He's taking the legal one.
and the debt collector one, didn't you?
Oh, okay.
No, the illegal one. I told you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Is he back at the cart to tell us, or is he just gonna do it by himself?
No, I'm back at the cart.
Oh, okay. Hi, Heinrich.
Hello.
I have so many new ideas for making new weapons. I'm
I
excited.
guess you're going to steal patent ideas.
Not necessarily. I'm just going to take the designs from other people and implement my own. Inspiration.
All right. Well, I got us a job. It's not of the legal kind, but it's a
I don't think you
job.
should say that in public.
It's the bustling city. Nobody really heard.
Fair point.
Most likely got lost in the wind.
Anyway, Oresha walks walks a little closer just to make sure. What sort of job?
Don't know. Doesn't say.
So where are we
Do
to
you
meet
show them the
said
paper?
employer?
Yeah, I showed them the paper.
Oresha, you can read this. This is thieves' can't.
I kind of.
Oh,
The
Oresha's going
symbols
to
he
look at the
can't
paper.
read are just thieves' can't.
Thieves can't.
Oresha's gonna
Bro,
look at this and it's gonna read
I
it.
hope thieves can't. What do you mean they can't? Can they try?
Can't do what? Huh?
Can they at least try?
No,
Anyway,
they just can't.
What does it say?
What does it
For
say?
Oresha. The basic gist of it is that there is a rumor of a Lockwood within the city, which you guys
A
don't.
Lockwood?
This is another one of those Karrius knows moments. But
I
there's
think we know
there's
her.
a Lockwood within the city that has replaced a prominent figure within the within the upper nobles, or so believes so. And the Thieves Guild believes it might be it might be one of the people that they knew at some point that was a contact. It might be why they were getting cracked down on so much. They basically just want you to somehow find a way to prove this person's either a Lockwood or isn't. And the bounty denotes that that the payment is to be discussed, and that typically they would require a blood sample from the person just in case, or something of that sort to confirm it.
Oresha's used to that sort of detail, just like the whole need some sort of like sample of task being done. Oresha's gonna lean over to Karrius like, "What's a Lockwood?"
What is a
It's a-
Logan? Is that some kind of shapeshifter, DM? What is
It's a
that?
type of shotgun in Call of Duty.
It's a type of shotgun.
A
What's a
Lockwood
shotgun?
is a druidic creation. It's basically what you would use a wooden heart for. And they're normally wood, and they can be made out of a mannequin, or a mannequin casted into a person using a wooden druid heart. The thing is, though, they can appear entirely human with like illusion magic that has been built into the mannequin itself. So you could theoretically create the perfect person. You could create the ideal version of you using this. The thing is, they're incredibly hard to make, and you need a large amount of life energy, and I'm gonna say minor bit of a warning here, especially for audio listeners. So a bit of a possible warning. I don't know how I would put the trigger warning label here anyways, but you would basically need the heart of a very recently deceased child and take the energy from it to transfer into it to make a wooden heart itself.
God's
Alright.
Christ.
Oh, wait. A Lockhart? Very... I've known stories of them. They're basically like puppets, wooden mannequins instilled with the wooden heart of a druid on the inside, but they can be able to perfectly look like and mimic normal people. Not only that, they can be crafted to specific ways into a sense where it can almost be an idyllic version of you.
So in other words, we kind of need to find a person that has the most druidic magic in them.
Yes, and unfortunately, for the creation of a Lockhart, it does come with a very, very heavy price. It's not... It's very uncouth, I could say.
Well,
So,
I definitely want that thing gone.
well, sounds like they want it gone too. Do you know the story of Pinocchio?
No.
And that's a
What
pretty
is
good
Pinocchio?
representation.
Okay, we can talk about this later. It's a living puppet. Like a wooden marionette. That's what a Lockhart is. It's basically a puppet that someone instilled life into.
I see.
And for this job, they want you to go in, find one, and I'm guessing be rid of it.
I would assume so, because we literally need a sample of it.
A sample?
Yeah, like blood or something.
Oh, yeah, you'll find that. Well, that'll be tricky.
Like, it's a normal job for me.
You are in the Thieves Guild. I'm sure it could be very well within your toolbox to be able to get something like this done.
I have several things for this job.
All right. I'm not sure how much of help the rest of us can be.
Anyway, where does it say to meet said person?
It says to meet in a sewer duct, near a bakery on the towards way back of the city.
Oresha's gonna glance over to Heinrich and it's just like, well, I know exactly where we're going. I suppose
What?
we should start heading there now.
Yeah, I know where too. It says in common.
No, it does not say that in common.
You did say.
No, I didn't say it. No, I never said it said in common.
Roll back the recording.
Roll
Anyway.
it back.
You'll have to find
Alright,
out
if you
whenever
say you
this is
didn't, if you say you didn't, I'll go along. Anyway, yeah, okay. Lead the way.
And next
Oresha is going to
time,
lead
we
the
will
way.
pick up with it there, as we are at 2 hours and 21 minutes, and it's almost 9 o'clock. It's a minute till.
Insert JoJo walking, but it's all four of us.
So, also going forward, I will say, and this, the audio listeners and whatever or not, if they are real, manifest yourselves onto Spotify smiley face. Remember, advertise. The following uploads will not be. There won't be music because I'm uploading stuff on Spotify now, and I don't want to do the editing, any possible editing I need to do in case there's an argument or anything, and I don't want them to hear that or add music for certain moments because then I can't really have it on Spotify because I'm not sure fully how their copyright system works. So I'm not going to risk it. So every episode after the last one before this and that one before that is like these episodes are just not going to have background music anymore. Unless I can find
That's
something
unfortunate.
copyright free, but copyright free music is a whole bag that I'd have to run through. Otherwise, next time we'll pick up with them going to the meeting place. And
Let's go. Goodbye.